Okay. E. Okay. Should we do it? Okay, friends, welcome. Thank you all for being here. I don't really have any announcements, so let's just do our practice. We'll start in seated meditation. So comfortable seat if you're not already there. And you're welcome to just move a little bit, wiggle around a little bit, feel into your body. Oh. And then eventually settle into stillness. You can bring your hands to rest in your lap. You can bring your hands to your heart. You can bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. So whatever feels most resonant for you this morning. And then close your eyes, or if you like to keep your eyes open, you can just lower and soften your gaze. You're not looking around with great big satellite eyes. You're just allowing everything to come a little more inward. So start to notice how you are physically, energetically, emotionally, mentally. How do you feel this morning? How are you showing up? You're not trying to change anything or fix anything or control anything. You're just allowing whatever's there to be there and to be witnessed. So use your awareness to just notice and pay attention to what's going on inside of you. As you bring more awareness inward, also start to notice your breath, become more aware of your breath. So you could visualize it if you're a visual person, use your imagination, see it in some way flowing through you. Or you could just feel into it, feel into the expansion of your inhales and the contraction, the letting go of your exhales. As you focus on your breath as it's happening, everything else just kind of falls away. So this is how we become present. Next time you breathe in, fill up as big as you can. And just hold in fullness. And as you hold, see if there's any way you can soften or relax around your held breath just a little bit. And then open your mouth, a big sigh, let it go. Ah. Good. Do that 2 more times. So inhale, fill up. Take a moment to pause in fullness. This time, see if you can find a little extra sip of air at the top. And great big sigh, release, let it go. One more time. So biggest inhale you've taken all morning long. Hold. And this time, maybe even 2 extra sips. And then let it out your mouth. Release. Very nice. Seal your lips now. And start to cultivate your ujjayi breath. In and out through your nose with a gentle constriction in the back of your throat. See if you can start to create that noise with your breath, that oceanic sound, that Darth Vader breath. And staying connected to your ujjayi breath. Transition forward to your hands and your knees, tabletop position. And once you're on hands and knees, just start to explore movement in your body however you would like to. So you can start with cat-cows, something familiar. You could take big circles with your hips all the way around. You could sit back into a child's pose and just take a few breaths there. So please, no right or wrong. See if you can get out of your mind and just feel into your body. So that voice that says, am I doing this right? Is anyone looking at me? What is everybody else doing? See if you can let that voice just kind of fall away and just go inward and feel. So how is your spine, your low back, your mid back, your upper back? How are your hips feeling and your shoulders? See if you can even become aware of your shoulder blades on your back body. And feel into your elbows and your wrists and your fingers, and your knees and your ankles and your toes behind you. So lots and lots of ways to explore your body from this position. Give yourself about 3 to 5 more rounds here. And then eventually downward facing dog is where we're headed. So you can start your own transition back to down dog whenever you are ready. You can get there however you would like. Nice job, everyone. And then once you're back in your dog pose, keep feeling around. So you can pedal out your heels, shake your head, nod your head. Maybe you want to bring your hands out a little wider than usual and just see how that feels in your shoulders. Maybe you want to bring your feet out a little wider than usual. Transfer your weight from side to side, move your hips from side to side from that place. So in your down dog, try not to worry too much about getting your legs straight or getting your heels flat on the ground. That is not the goal of the pose. The intention is just to find length from your fingertips all the way up to your butt, all the way up to your sit bones. So feel that long line moving from your hands, through your arms, through your side bodies, through your spinal column, and then connecting up at your center. So imagine you've got an invisible rope attached to your belly button and it's pulling up and tugging towards the top corner of the back wall. Feel that lift that comes from your center. Nice poses, everybody. Take just a couple more rounds in your down dog. See if you can soften your facial muscles, relax through your forehead and your jaw. And then still feel your big, spacious breath flowing through you, supporting you, holding you from the inside. Take one last inhale. Push the ground away and maybe lift your hips just a tiny bit higher. As you exhale, look to the top of your yoga mat and however you'd like to get there, forward fold. Once you've arrived, hang out for a few breaths in your fold. You can ragdoll your arms, grab opposite elbows. You can bounce or sway or bob. Try to let your neck relax and your head be heavy. So if it helps to bend your knees here, totally fine. You can have a little or big bend in your knees. Keep your weight slightly forward, so more in your toes and the balls of your feet, less in your heels. So I had a piece of paper and I came up behind you, wanted to slide it under your heels. It would be really easy for you to lift them up. And then feel that connection to your strong core and use it to lift your sit bones up towards the sky. Nice job, you guys. Take one more round in this fold. And then next time you breathe in, spinal extension, lengthen, spine parallel to the ground. Nice, CC. Exhale, let it go and bow. Do that once more. Inhale to your halfway lift. So stick your butt out, reach the top of your head forward. Back of your neck is long. Exhale, fold, release. And then this time we'll rise all the way up. Inhale, take your arms to the sky, maybe even gaze up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Flow with your breath here for just a moment. Inhale, high mountain pose. Reach. Exhale, dive down slowly. You can bend your knees a lot, especially if you feel it in your low back. Good. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Inhale. Nice, Pam. Exhale, fold. And then rise. You can roll or lead with your heart. You choose what works best. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll take that one more time, just like a moving meditation. Inhale, reach up and stretch. Exhale, let your breath guide you down slowly and mindfully into your forward fold. Halfway lift. Inhale, lengthen. Ardha Uttanasana. Beautiful. Exhale, release. Uttanasana. Beautiful breath, you guys. Rise up. High mountain. Inhale, arms overhead. And hands to your heart as you exhale. All right, this time inhale, reach up. We'll stretch through our side bodies. So grab your left wrist with your right hand and then sway your hips over towards the windows as your upper body reaches towards the opposite wall. See if you can keep your left shoulder back and down so it's plugged into the socket. More weight in your left foot. And if you'd like, you can reach your right tiptoes out to the right. Keep them very light on the ground. And breathe into your long left side. Nice, Devin. Breathe into your left waistline and the space between your left ribs. Take one last round here. Nice, Chris. As you inhale, come back through center, switch your grip, grab right wrist, and then take it to the other side. So everything just switches. Hips go right, upper body goes left. Imagine you're trying to lift your right ribs further away from your right hip. And then breathe big, spacious breaths into your waistline. Breathe into your intercostal muscles. So those muscles that are in between your ribs, they rarely get much attention. So wake them up, stretch them out, send your breath there. Last round. Inhale back to center. And as you exhale, release and bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down, and instead of locking out your elbows, bend your elbows and press your palms together like they're suction cupped. And then imagine that your elbows are magnetized. Try to squeeze your elbows towards each other behind you. See if you can keep all of that. Start to reach your hands back. Only if you want, you can add a little back bend. So hug in with your inner thighs as you press your hips forward, puff up your chest, tilt your chin up. And then breathe into your heart space. Breathe into the front of your shoulders. Nice, everybody. Take one more inhale. With your exhalation, keep your clasp, hinge at your hips, take it all the way down into your fold. Remember, you can bend your knees a lot. So bend your knees as much as you need to relax your neck. Let your head hang. See if you can use your core to lift your butt up. See if you can use the mobility in your shoulders to lift your knuckles up. Take one more huge inhalation. See if there's any more space you can create. And then with your exhalation, hands to your low back first, then release your clasp nice and easy. Let your arms hang down. Maybe give them a little shaky shake or shake your head. Next time you breathe in, find your spinal extension, realign through your spine. Beautiful. Exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your yoga mat, plank position. So top of your push-up, spread your fingers super wide and actively push the ground away. Take one more inhale in your plank. And then as you exhale, just lift your hips up and press them back, downward facing dog. Try not to move your hands or your feet. Inhale, rock forward again, high plank position. You might come way forward onto tippy toes, and then exhale takes you back, downward facing dog. You can bend your knees a lot if needed. This time we'll add a push-up. Inhale, come forward, high plank or modified plank. Knees can come down if you'd like. Exhale, lower halfway. So try not to let your shoulders roll forward. Don't let your belly drop. Inhale, push back up into your high plank. And exhale, take it back, stretch it out, downward facing dog. Nice, you guys. One more time like that. Inhale, rock forward, top of your push-up. Exhale, lower halfway. Nice, Lisa. Inhale, push back up. And then exhale, takes you back. Stretch it out, down dog. This time, inhale, rock forward. And as you exhale, lower all the way to your belly, strong straight line. We'll take a Spider-Man Cobra. Bring your hands out wide to frame your yoga mat. So your hands are on the hardwood floor, up on your fingertips, elbows face the sky. Inhale, lift. And then as you exhale, take a little twist to your right side and dip your left shoulder down. Yeah, inhale back through center, lift your heart, tone your belly to support your low back. Exhale, other side, twist. Good. Inhale back through center. Go ahead and take one more, just like that, each way. Feel into your shoulders. Feel into your front body, back body, side bodies, lower body. Beautiful, everybody. Eventually, an inhale will bring you back to center. You can hold there as long as you'd like. Downward facing dog is our destination. However you want to get there. And then once you are back in your dog pose, check back in with your ujjayi breath. Got about 5 rounds. So you're welcome to explore and move in your own way. Or you can just be still. And lots of times, little tiny micro movements, the ones that I can't even see on the outside, but you feel on the inside, those make a huge difference. So notice, is there any way you can adjust to be a little more efficient in your body? Is there any way you can engage more to actually effort less? And is your breath there? Is it holding you and supporting you from within? Fire it up. Nice, Deb. Awesome shoulders. Good down dogs, you guys. Soften your face. Feel the length in the back of your neck. So feel your neck as an extension of your spine. Take one more big inhale. And as you exhale, look forward, however you'd like to get there. Top of your space, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Nice, Sandra. Press into your feet and rise all the way up. Inhale, arms extend. Exhale, hands to your heart center. All right, we'll build our flow now. Inhale, reach up. Grab your left wrist with your right hand. And this time, you can do what we did before, or you can take your left toes off the right edge of your mat. So adding a little bit to that side body stretch. Bend one or both legs, or keep both legs straight. It's up to you. It's not right or wrong. Neither is right or wrong. It just depends what you want to get out of the posture, how you want to work it. So feel into it. See if you can create more length on your left side. Try to keep your hips square if you're taking that leg variation. So both hips face directly forward. Take one more round. Nice job. As you inhale, bring it back through center, switch your grip, and then exhale, other side. So either both feet stay rooted or your right toes off the left edge of your mat. Again, you can bend both knees, you can straighten one leg or both legs. You choose what feels best in your body, what feels most beneficial in your body. Nice, Anais. See if you can really breathe into the length of your right side and create more of it. One last round here. Nice, Dante. As you inhale, come back to center, both feet on your mat. Exhale, chair plane pose. So bend your knees and swing your arms back as you sit back. Yeah, and as your butt sits back, notice if you let go through your core, draw your belly button in and up and feel your strong core, feel your connection to center. Try to keep a little lift in your heart like you're doing a cobra pose with your chest. So shoulders roll back and down, shoulder blades hug towards your spine. You can stay where you're at, or invitation to lift up to your tiptoes. So rock forward, lift your heels as high as you can. And as your heels lift high, see if you can bend your knees more and lower your butt just a little bit. Awesome, Tracy. Take one last round here. Invitation to stay on your tiptoes. High mountain, breathe in as tall as you can grow. Maybe stay on your tiptoes as you exhale, dive down. So feel your core engaged to help you balance. It's an exaggeration of what you should feel every time you dive. Heels on the ground for your halfway lift. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, move through your vinyasa however you would like this time. See you in downward facing dog. You can always skip it. You can substitute cat-cows. You can take it on your hands and your knees. Nice paw. Back and down dog. Ujjayi breath. Feel it and hear it. So use your breath as an anchor to anchor you to the present moment again and again. When your mind wanders, notice and just come back. And that is the yoga. From your down dog, extend your right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. And if you want to, feel free to open your hip or explore in your own way just a little bit. If you want to be still, make those little tiny micro adjustments inside. That's also a great option. So just stay present in your own body with your own breath. Feel whatever there is to feel. Respond to it. Get curious about it. Nice, Laura. Take one more inhale, everybody. Make your right leg long, strong, and powerful. And then keep your hips high. Exhale, knee towards your nose. If your hips are high, you should have plenty of space in front of you. Step through low lunge. And then rise up, crescent lunge. So high on the ball of your back foot. All of your toes face forward. See if you can make your back leg feel just as strong as your front leg. So straighten your back leg as much as you are able to. And then energetically hug towards midline. So front hip is drawing back hip is drawing forward energetically. And then that little tone in your belly, rather than flaring your ribs forward, draw your belly button in and up and feel like you have a brace around your middle supporting your low back. Puff up your heart, maybe even lift your gaze. Feel whatever there is to feel in your crescent lunge today, right now, in this moment. Feel your breath flowing through all the little spaces. Take one more big inhale. And then as you exhale, hinge forward, reach back. So you're in an airplane lunge. You're still in your lunge, but you're hinging forward, reaching back. Your heart is lifted. So just like when we were in our chair plane a moment ago, we wanted that cobra pose in our chest. See if you can create that here. Squeeze your shoulder blades towards your spine. Squeeze your back muscles around your spine. So feel your strong back body. You can stay here if you'd rather. Otherwise, float your back foot off the ground. So lean forward even more, full airplane. Try to keep your heart lifted. So use the strength in your mid and your upper back to lift your heart. Use the strength in your inner thighs to lift your back heel level with your front shoulders. Visualize that in your mind and try to create it with your body. Back toes are active. Try to spread them apart or wiggle them around. Take one last deep breath. Awesome, Uli. And then come back to a crescent lunge, if possible, landing softly. Inhale. As you exhale, bring your hands to the ground, low lunge. We'll take a horizon lunge. Reach your right arm forward, up, and then back. Turn all of your toes to face the right side of the room. Your hips can come down. This is a great place to stay. You could bring your right hand inside your right knee and kind of press it towards the back wall if you want to work your hip. If you want to work more strength, you could lift your hips like you're in a variation of a side plank. Lower them down, lift them up again. So any way you want to work or explore this posture for about 2-3 rounds. Yeah, all of your toes are facing the right side of the room. You're on the outer edge of your back foot. Nice job, friends. Awesome, Marriott. Next time you breathe in, lift your hips and reach your right arm up. And then as you exhale, come back to that low lunge position and immediately walk your hands over to the left long edge of your mat. So coming into a wide-legged forward fold. All of your toes are now facing the left long edge of your yoga mat. Inhale to a halfway lift. And then as you exhale, either fold or work your pose, explore your pose, however you would like. So you can play, you can move, or you can just hang out and breathe. Just notice whatever there is to notice. Feel into your legs. Feel into your feet. Feel into your center, your strong core, and your slow, intentional breath. Nice job, everybody. Last couple rounds. And then listen here. Root firmly into your feet. Next time you inhale, rise all the way up. Reach your arms overhead. And then exhale, warrior two. So point your right toes forward, reach your right arm forward and left arm back. Bend your front knee and track it towards your pinky toe. Yeah, really good, you guys. If it feels, again, like you're flaring your ribs forward, navel to spine, feel that brace around your middle. Weight is nice and centered for now. So shoulders stack over hips. Next time you breathe in, reverse your warrior. Front palm rotates up. Reach up and reach back. Keep bending into your front knee. Lengthen a lot through your right side. If you want to, you can grab your right wrist with your left hand, give it a little tug. You could also reach your left arm behind you, forward towards the front of the room. So variations are welcome. Take a couple more rounds. Nice job, you guys. One last big inhale. And then as you exhale, come back through your warrior two, moving into side angle posture. So reach forward like you want to touch the front wall, and then just tip it over. Right hand towards the ground, left arm towards the sky, or your left arm could reach towards the front wall, bicep next to your ear, lengthen through your left side. If the half or the full bind is in your practice and you feel ready for it, you're welcome to go there. Keep your hips open. Keep your heart open. Keep your back foot rooted and grounded. Back leg just as strong as your front. Last couple of breaths. Nice job, everybody. All right, from the press of your feet, next time you inhale, come back up. Straighten your front leg, reverse triangle. So reach up, reach back. See if you can keep your hips level so you're not sinking into your front hip or your back hip. Hips are level with one another. And then breathe into that long line from your right foot all the way up to your right fingertips. One more big in-breath, lengthen. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the ground, low lunge. Once you're in that low lunge position, friends, set your back knee down gently. All right, with your back knee down, unthread your right foot and take it behind you. So three-legged tabletop, right leg is reaching back. Inhale here, maybe lift your heart and lift your back heel, just like when we were in airplane. Exhale, knee towards your nose, round and hollow out, curl in. Inhale, re-extend your right leg behind you. You can do that same thing again, or this time exhale, humble cow. So a little hinge forward, bend your elbows, tap your chin down. Bring awareness to your left toes, curl them under as you breathe in, all the way back and up into three-legged down dog. So push back and up, yes. Exhale, straight to down dog or rock forward now. Take chaturanga. You can take it with your right leg lifted or bring your right toes down, bring your knees down, up to you. Yes. And through your vinyasa, inhale, heart lifts. Beautiful. And then everyone, downward facing dog. Big deep breaths. Inhale, left leg to the sky. And take a moment, explore however you would like. So you can open your hip, roll out your ankle, circle your left knee around. Maybe you just keep your hips square, your left leg strong and straight. Make little adjustments. So I don't see them, but you feel them. How can you be more efficient in your body? How can you engage more to effort less? Take one more big inhale, left leg long, strong, and powerful. Try not to sink your hips, knee towards your nose. So round your spine and then step forward softly. Yes, good. Rise slowly, crescent lunge. Strong legs, strong foundation. All of your toes face forward, high on the ball of your back foot. So rather than almost setting your back heel down, see if you can lift it high, find a nice wide stance. And then rather than sinking into it, hug in towards midline. Find stability through your legs. Yes. Tone your belly, navel to spine, supporting low back. And then be intentional with your gaze, be intentional with your hands and your fingers. So everything you are doing, you are aware of it, you feel it. Take one more inhale. Okay, CC, exhale, airplane lunge. So staying in your lunge just a little longer, hinge forward, reach back. Lift your heart, not your head, but your heart. So see if you can feel your back muscles hugging around your spine to create that action. And then lean forward even more, back foot floats up, full airplane. Imagine that smiley face shape from the crown of your head back to your heel and try to create it with your body. Awesome, Jill. Yes, use your inner thighs to lift your back heel. Use your mid and upper back mobility to lift your heart. Take one last round, your personal fullest expression. Awesome, Devin. And then come back, soft landing in crescent. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to the earth. Horizon lunge. So left arm reaches forward, up. Spin your toes towards the windows and then let your hips come down as you reach back. So you can hang out here. Sometimes I like to just hang out here. It's a nice stretch for the right side body. Also can be a nice opening for your left hip. Or if you want a little more strength, maybe you lift your hips, turn it into more of a side plank variation. You can lift and lower a few times. So you do you, couple more breaths. Good job, you guys. Nice, Norma. All right, next time you breathe in, lift your hips up, reach your left arm up, and then come back to your low lunge. From your low lunge, keep walking your hands over to the right long edge of your yoga mat, coming into your wide-legged straddle, your wide-legged forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, and then exhale, wherever you like to go. So either work your fold or explore in your own way. It doesn't necessarily have to be what you did on the other side. You can do something totally different. If you're working the fold, try not to rock back into your heels and lock out your knees. Keep your weight slightly forward, so more in the pads of your toes and the balls of your feet. And then use the strength in your core to lift your butt up. See if you can feel the front of your thighs, your quad muscles fire as you stretch the back of your thighs, your hamstrings. Take a couple more breaths. Nice job, everybody. All right, next time you inhale, press into your feet. We're gonna rise all the way up. Arms overhead. And then exhale, warrior two. So left toes point forward, left arm reaches forward, right arm reaches back. Yes, and if it feels like your butt is sticking out behind you, see if you can wrap your left butt cheek underneath you a little bit more and feel your left knee tracking open towards your pinky toe rather than collapsing inward. Next time you breathe in, reverse warrior. So rotate your front palm up, reach back, and lengthen through your left side. Keep that deep bend in your left knee. Lift your left rib cage up away from your left hip. Breathe into your left waistline. Nice job, everybody. Soft face, soft jaw. So nothing is forceful or aggressive, and you're not holding your breath. One more big inhale. Exhale, side angle. So come through your warrior two, reach forward like you're trying to touch the front wall, and then left hand towards the ground, right towards the sky. You could also reach right arm forward, bicep next to your ear, or any other variation that will serve you. So left elbow could gently rest on your left thigh, half or full bind. Keep your hips open and keep your heart and shoulders open. Keep your back foot strong, your back legs strong. Nice job, everybody. Last couple rounds here. Nice, Tracy. And then from the press of your feet, rise up, straighten your front leg, reverse triangle, reach up and reach back. So now that long, powerful line from your left foot all the way up to your left fingers. Keep your hips as level as possible. Notice if you're sinking into front hip or back hip, level them out. Yeah, a little tone in your belly supporting low back. One last big inhale. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the earth, back to your low lunge. And then from your low lunge, bring your back knee down gently. Unthread your left leg. So take it back behind you, three-legged tabletop, left leg back. Yes. As you reach your left leg back, just like we did earlier in our airplane, see if you can lift your heart a little bit. Use the strength in your mid and your upper back. Lift your heel. So feel that smiley face shape here from front to back. One more inhale. Exhale, knee towards your nose. Round, curl in, hollow out. Good. Inhale, re-extend. You can do that again, or humble cow. So that little rock forward, bend your elbows, tap your chin down. Right toes are curled under. Inhale, press all the way back and up. Three-legged down dog. You got it. And then exhale, feel free to come straight to down dog or rock forward, plank to chaturanga. Take it as three-legged or set your foot down, set your knees down. Totally up to you. Nice, Laura. See you back in downward facing dog, or great place for a child's pose. So take a moment for yourself. Reconnect and recommit to your breath. We'll move through that entire flow now, that entire sequence. We're going to move faster, so it will be one breath, one movement. But it doesn't mean we speed through it as fast as we can and forget to breathe. It means we use our slow, deep, intentional breath to guide our movement, even guide our transitions. So if I'm cueing too slow for you, see if you can actually breathe slower and breathe bigger and breathe deeper than you even thought you could. If you need to take a break or want to take a break at any time or just do your own thing at any time, always choice is yours. So honor whatever you need, whatever your body needs first and always. If you're coming with me, downward facing dog. Ujjayi breath. Big inhalation as you push the ground away, lots of length. Exhale, gaze to the top of your space, step or float, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in and lengthen out. Exhale, bow and fold. Root through your feet and rise all the way up, arms overhead. Inhale. Exhale, hands to your heart center. All right, inhale, arms to the sky. Grab left wrist with right hand and exhale, side body stretch. Add the legs if you want to. Inhale back through center, switch your grip. And then exhale, other side, up and then over all the way to empty. Inhale, center. Exhale, chair plane or drinking bird. So lift to your tiptoes if you would like. Stay on your tiptoes if you would like. High mountain, all the way up as tall as you can grow. Yes, maybe stay on your tiptoes as you take your dive down. So big balance challenge. Be playful, be compassionate with yourself. Heels on the ground, halfway lift. How much length can you create? Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Try to keep that exhale going as you lower or even hold empty. Inhale, peel your heart open. Exhale, send your hips up and back, down dog. Good job, everybody. Inhale, right leg high. Use your strong core and exhale, step through as soft as you can. Rise, crescent lunge, breathe in, lift your heart, lift your gaze. Exhale, yogi's choice, airplane lunge or full airplane. So fly if you would like. Yes. And then come back, soft landing, crescent, inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to the earth. Inhale, horizon, reach forward, up and back. Toes face the right side of the room. And then as you exhale, rewind and walk your hands all the way to the left long edge of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift position, lengthen. Exhale, bow, fold all the way to emptiness. And then inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, warrior two. Pivot your right toes forward, reach forward and back. Inhale, reverse, reach up. Lengthen your right side. Exhale, side angle posture. Reach forward and down. Tip it over all the way to empty. Nice, Pam. Inhale, reverse triangle. So come up through warrior two, straighten front leg. Lengthen your right side. Nice work. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Low lunge, set your back knee down. Inhale, three-legged tabletop. Take your right leg back. Lift your heart, lift your heel. Exhale, round, curl in, knee towards your nose. Good. Inhale, re-extend. Left toes curled under. Exhale, again, knee to nose or humble cow. Bend your elbows, tap your chin down lightly. Inhale, all the way back and up. Three-legged down dog. Yes. And then exhale, straight to down dog or come forward. Vinyasa, your way. Nice, Sandra. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, hips lift. Very good, you guys. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Exhale, step your left foot through as soft as you can. Rise, crescent, breathe in. Exhale, airplane lunge or full airplane fly. Nice, Marriott. Come back, soft landing. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, bring your hands to the earth. Horizon lunge, reach left arm forward, up and back. Spin your toes towards the windows. And then rewind. Exhale, up, forward, down. Walk your hands to the right long edge of your yoga mat. Wide-legged straddle, halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, bow deeply. Crown towards the ground, butt towards the sky, all the way to empty. And then press into your feet and rise all the way up. Inhale, arms extend. Exhale, warrior two, left toes forward, left arm forward. Inhale, reverse, reach up and back. Keep that bend in your front knee. Exhale, side angle, reach forward, tip it over, empty out. Nice work. Reverse triangle, come through center, straighten your front leg and reach. Beautiful, hips level. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the earth, back to your low lunge, set your back knee down. Three-legged tabletop, inhale, your left leg back behind you. Lift your heart, lift your heel if you can. And then exhale, round, curl in, hollow out. Very nice. Inhale, re-extend. Curl your right toes under if they're not already. Do one more like that, or humble cow. Exhale, chin kisses the ground. Inhale, all the way back and up. Three-legged dog. You got it. Exhale, rock forward, plank to chaturanga. Take it however you'd like. Heart lifts. Nice Anais. And then hips lift, down dog. It's one round. We've got one more. This time I'm going to add a few things in, change a few things up. So just like you have been doing, stay present, listen to my cues, take what works, and leave the rest behind. You're coming with me. One more inhale into your dog pose. Exhale, gaze to the top of your space, step or hop, forward fold. Spinal extension, inhale to lengthen. Exhale, bow and fold. Root through your feet, rise. Inhale, arms extend. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, here we go, last round. Inhale, reach up, grab left wrist. Exhale, side body stretch, legs are optional. Inhale through center, switch your grip. Other side, exhale all the way to empty as you reach. Inhale, center, listen. Add a little baby back bend. Exhale, cactus your arms. Puff up your heart, curl open. Inhale, re-extend, realign. Reach up. And then exhale, chair plane or drinking bird. So swing your arms back, maybe lift to your tiptoes. Stay on your tiptoes one more time if you want to. High mountain, as tall as you can grow. Maybe stay on your tiptoes as you take your dive. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Beautiful, friends. Heels on the ground, Ardha Uttanasana. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. Try to keep that exhalation going as you lower. Inhale, heart lifts, shoulders back and down. Exhale, hips lift, down dog. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Now please feel free to stay here and hold here, or exhale, right knee, left elbow. Get as close as you can. Use your obliques. Inhale, three-legged dog. Stretch and lengthen. Exhale, right knee, right armpit. So aim high on your right arm. Try not to let your butt sink. Inhale, three-legged dog. And then everybody, exhale, knee towards your nose. Step forward softly, low lunge. Rise slowly, crescent lunge, strong legs. Inhale. Exhale, airplane lunge or fly, full airplane, back leg lifts. Very nice. Awesome, Chris. Come back, crescent, breathe in, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, hands to the ground. Horizon, inhale, right arm forward, up and back. Spin your toes towards the right wall. And then exhale, rewind that. Bring your hands all the way over the left long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet and rise. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, warrior two. So open up. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Reach up, reach back. Exhale, side angle. Reach forward and tip it over. Pause. You can stay in side angle, or you can move into your balancing half moon. Right hand reaches forward. Maybe you take a block with you. Float your back foot off the ground. Keep your back foot active, your back leg strong. So imagine you're karate kicking with your back leg and it just got frozen in space. So very strong and powerful. Open through your heart, open through your hips. Maybe lift your back leg just a teeny tiny bit. Take one last full breath. And then see if you can land back into warrior two stance. Bend your front knee, bring your back foot to the ground. Yes, good job. Take a moment to adjust if you need. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten your front leg, reach up, reach back. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to the earth, low lunge. And then listen, we're adding on. Inhale, standing splits, right foot roots down, left leg floats up. Pause here for a moment, let your head be heavy. See if you can feel a connection to your strong core lifting you out of your right leg. See if you can feel your left toes as they float in space. Spread them apart, wiggle them around, make them really active. Take one more in-breath. As you exhale, Shiva squat. So tuck your left knee into the back of your right knee. Both knees bend, get small and compact. Inhale, re-extend left leg high. And again like that. Exhale, Shiva squat. All the way to empty. This time, inhale, left leg high. And exhale, step your left toes back. Low lunge, set your back knee down. Inhale, three-legged tabletop. Right leg reaches back. Heart lifts, heel lifts. Exhale, knee to your nose. Round, hollow out. Inhale, re-extend. Left toes are curled under. Do one more like that, or humble cow. Little rock forward, bend your elbows. Kiss the ground with your chin. Inhale all the way back and up, three-legged dog. Now listen, from three-legged dog, open your hip. Stay here or flip your dog. Right foot comes down behind you. Reach forward. See if you can let your heart look forward. Lift your hips. Keep a tone in your belly to support low back. One more round if you're in the back bend. And then everybody, nice job. Regular down dog, walk it out. Keep walking it out. Or invitation to inhale, rock forward, high plank. You can hover right leg if you want to. Exhale, chaturanga, lower slowly. ACC, inhale, lift your heart. Doing great. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Stay here and hold here, or exhale, left knee, right elbow. So across your body. Inhale, three-legged, re-extend. Exhale, left to left, aim high, aim for your armpits. Inhale, back up, three-legged. And then exhale, everyone, knee to your nose, step forward, low lunge. Nice, Lisa. Rise, crescent. Exhale, nice, Dante. Airplane lunge or fly. Full airplane if you want it. Good. Awesome, Julie. Come back, soft landing. Crescent. Inhale. Exhale. Nice, Paul. Bring your hands to the earth. Horizon. One last time. Reach forward, up and back. Toes face the windows. And then rewind it. Exhale. Up, forward, down. Walk your hands to the right long edge of your mat. You're in your wide-legged straddle. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Exhale, bow deeply all the way to empty. Connect to your strong core, root through your feet. Inhale, rise, arms overhead. And exhale, warrior two, left toes forward, left arm forward. Inhale, reverse, reach up, reach back. Exhale, side angle, reach forward, and then tip it over. This is where we will pause. Stay where you're at, or balancing half moon. Reach your left hand forward, float your back foot off the ground. Everything stays open, your hips, your heart, your shoulders. Your back leg feels heavy, nice, Norma. See if you can engage the muscles in your back leg and your back foot. So let your leg support itself. Maybe lift it a little bit higher. Maybe open a little bit more through your heart, through your hips. One last big deep breath. So nice, everybody. See if you can land in warrior two, maybe softly. Take a moment to adjust if you need. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten your front leg, reach up, reach back. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down to your low lunge, and then adding on our standing split. Left foot roots down, right leg lifts up, just like a one-legged forward fold. Relax your neck, feel your strong core. Take one more inhale, right toes active. Exhale, Shiva squat. Tuck your right knee into the back of your left knee. Thanks, Deb. Inhale, re-extend. Awesome, Laura. Again, just like that. Exhale, Shiva squat. Get small and compact all the way to empty. Inhale, re-extend. Right leg high, right foot active. And then step your right foot all the way back. Low lunge. Set your back knee down. Inhale, three-legged tabletop. Take your left leg behind you. Lift your heart. Lift your heel. Exhale, round. Curl in. Hollow out. Inhale, re-extend. Right toes are curled under. Exhale, one more like that, or your humble cow. Good. And then inhale all the way back and up. Three-legged down dog. Open your left hip. Stay here or flip your dog. Left foot comes down behind. Reach forward. Very nice. Awesome, Jill. Breathe down into your belly. Stretch your abdominal wall. Keep that little tone in your belly to support your low back. Last deep breath. And everybody, regular down dog. Walk out your dog. Keep walking it out if you want to, or invitation to inhale, forward, high plank, hover left leg if you'd like. Exhale, chaturanga, lower slowly. Inhale, heart lifts. And everybody, just a child's pose. Give yourself a rest. Just notice, feel. See if you can feel the energy flowing through you, through your hands and your toes. See if you can feel the expansion and contraction of each breath. Your next couple rounds, downward facing dog. Ujjayi breath, just a little longer. All right, great big inhale as you push the ground away. And exhale, gaze to the top of your space, however you'd like to get there. Forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow, let it go. Root through your feet and rise all the way up. Big stretch, breathe in. Exhale, hands to your heart center. All right, bring your hands to your hips. Right foot is your base. Lift your left knee. Try not to move too much through your hips and just open and close your left leg. So try not to sink into your right hip or move your hips around a lot. Just use the mobility in your left hip to open and close that leg a few times. Feel your outer left butt cheek squeezing as you open. And then next time you take your left knee out to the left, we're gonna place our foot on our inner thigh for tree pose. So you can use your hand to help you. Also, if that's too much, maybe you place your foot on your inner calf or inner ankle. You can even keep your tiptoes on the ground if you'd like. So press foot into leg, leg into foot. And then rather than sticking your butt out, see if you can reach your tailbone down. Low belly is toned and you feel that brace around your middle. Then if you want to, add your arms. You can reach up, you cactus your arms, open your heart. So feel free to be a little bit playful through your arms and your upper body. Keep pressing foot into leg, leg into foot, and keep that connection to your strong core. Yes. About 2 more breaths. Try to stay balanced on your right foot. Release your foot from your leg. Bring your left knee back to center. Option to extend your left leg forward, press through your heel. Try not to lean back. Take one more inhale. And then move through a warrior 3. So slow motion. Hit your warrior 3 and give yourself at least one big deep breath. And then low lunge. Bring your hands down, bring your back toes down. All right, from low lunge, 3-legged down dog, take your right leg back and up. It might feel good to open your hip just for a moment. And then from here, we're coming into pigeon pose, your right shin to the top of your space. Set your body down gently. If you'd rather take this on your back or in a seat or any other variation, you're welcome to. Just big deep breaths, settle in. Notice if you're tensing up through your face. Notice if you're tensing up through your hands or your fingers or your shoulders. Breath by breath. See if you can just let your body melt around the pose and within the pose. Take about 4 or 5 more rounds. And side out your mouth anytime. Nice job, everyone. Good awareness. Last couple breaths. Ah. All right, end of your next exhale. Start to lift your upper body. Plant your hands on the ground in front of you. Curl your back toes under and kind of scoot your back knee forward so your hips lift. And then unthread your right leg, three-legged tabletop. Give it a nice little shake out. Then after a few shakes, bend your knee, squeeze an invisible rolled up washcloth behind your knee and flex your toes. Try to keep all of that and then draw big circles with your right knee through space. Every other part of your body stays very still. Keep that little tone in your belly, supporting low back. Reverse your circles. Keep squeezing your invisible washcloth. Keep your toes flexed and active. So the only movement is coming from your right hip. Good job. All right, extend your right leg straight back behind you. Take your right toes off the left edge of your mat. Sway your hips to the right and gaze back over your left shoulder. You can feel around, maybe bend your elbows, maybe round or arch a little bit. Take one last deep breath. Very nice. And then back to tabletop. Back to downward facing dog. If you want to move through your own quick vinyasa to reset, you're welcome to. Inhale, push the ground away, lift your hips high. And exhale, look to the top of your mat, step, tiptoe, or hop, forward fold. Spinal extension with your inhalation, lengthen. Exhale, let it go. And then all the way up, rise. One last time, arms to the sky, breathe in. Hands to heart, breathe out. Hands to hips. Left hand this time is your foundation. Lift your right knee. Try not to move your hips very much as you open and close your right leg. So try not to sink into your outer left hip. Keep hugging in with your left inner thigh. And for the most part, your hips stay pretty still as you open and close. And then finally, open your knee out to the right and place your foot on your leg for tree. So inner thigh is great if you can get there. Otherwise, inner calf, inner ankle, just fine. Add your arms as you're ready. So reach up or cactus arms or sway your upper body a little bit. Maybe you play with your gaze. You could take your gaze up or down or even try closing your eyes. Good. Try not to stick your butt out, but instead, tailbone reaches down, belly tones, last couple breaths. Rooted through your left foot, connected to your center. Slowly release your foot from your leg, come back to standing staff. So right knee forward, and maybe extend your right leg forward, press through your heel, inhale. Slow motion through warrior three. So right leg reaches back, arms forward. Give yourself at least one deep breath in your warrior three. And then soft landing, low lunge. Hands down, back toes down. From low lunge, three-legged down dog, left leg to the sky. Perhaps open your left hip if it would feel good to you. And then as you're ready, pigeon pose. Left shin comes forward, body comes down. If you want to take this in a different way, always it's your choice. Set yourself up intentionally, just like you did on the other side. And breathe into it. Soften around it. If you have gone somewhere else in your mind, notice that. Just bring yourself back right here in this space, right here in your body. slow, intentional breath. Just be with whatever sensation you feel rather than trying to make it go away, rather than trying to ignore it. See if you can just let yourself feel it. About 3 to 5 more rounds on this side. Sigh it out your mouth if you'd like. Last breath or two. And then start to lift your upper body. Coming into our three-legged tabletop one more time. So plant your hands, scoot your back knee forward, then unthread your left leg, take it back, give it a nice little shaky shake. And after a few shakes, bend your knees, squeeze your invisible rolled up washcloth like you're trying to wring it out. Flex your toes, circle your knee. Fullest range of motion you can find through your left hip joint. Try to keep every other place, every other part of your body very, very still. And then reverse your circles. Tone your belly to support low back. Good. Take your left leg straight back. Extend it. And then left toes off the right edge of your mat. Sway your hips over to the left as you gaze back over your right shoulder. Feel into it. See what you can find on the side for yourself today. One last deep breath. And then come back to tabletop. If you feel like you want one last down dog or one last vinyasa, you're welcome to go there. But eventually, everybody, we're making our way onto our back. So in your next few breaths, just start transitioning all the way down onto your back body. You can face whichever direction you feel like. Once you're on your back, hug your knees in, take a gentle rock from side to side. And then eventually supine spinal twist. You can go to either side first. You can let your knees just fall to one side, or if there is a certain variation you want to take, please feel free. Give yourself about 4 or 5 rounds on each side. And continue to move your breath all the way down into your belly. And if you haven't already, switch to the other side. And after you've taken your twist on both sides, come back to center. Maybe give your knees a little hug or take a little rock, just neutralizing. And then any inversion that you would like to take for about 5 to 7 rounds of breath. Anything that puts your hips and or your legs higher than your heart. Good job, friends. You can stay as long as you'd like in your inversion. But as you feel ready to come out of it, just ease your way out. And take any counter poses that would feel good to your body. Eventually find your way into a happy baby pose to finish off your practice. From happy baby, you can rock side to side. You can extend one leg like you're pulling a bow and arrow, and then the other leg, or even both at the same time. And when you feel complete with your happy baby, start to find a slow transition into your final relaxation. So no hurry. You can take the traditional corpse pose, or if there's another position that would feel good to your body, welcome to go there instead. As you make your way into your Shavasana, I will read to you. This is a reading by Jeff Foster. It says, love is not something you search for. Love is not something you wait for. Love is not coming one day. Love will not ride in on horseback. You cannot manipulate someone to get their love. You cannot manipulate yourself either. If you can win love, it's not trustable. If you can lose love, it's not really love. Love is here, neither found nor lost, but here. The more desperately you seek love, the more you communicate to the universe that you are unworthy of it. Your job is not to seek love then, but to be it, to know it as your essence, to feel it infuse your very being. Hear it drip from your in-breath and shimmer through your out-breath. Call off the search. Love is you. For these last few moments, see if you can feel into that love as your essence. Let it drip from your in-breath and shimmer through your out-breath. And give yourself these last few moments to simply just rest. Simply just be. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in and let it go. And start to slowly bring movement back into your physical body. As you're ready, roll to either side, fetal position. And just let everything kind of settle inside of you as you rest on your side body. Maybe you even visualize all the energy of your practice just seeping into your being in some way. Slowly guide yourself up into seated meditation. So right back where we started. Just sit up nice and tall. Gather your hands to your heart center. We'll close with one big collective Om. So start by exhaling, empty out, clear your throat if you need to. And then breathe in your voice, fill up with it. Om. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here and letting me guide you. Namaste. All right, friends. Thank you. Thank you. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Wonderful rest of your day. She's a good girl. Oh, she's so good. She was so good. My queen, it's so good.
No, Laura. So are you out for a bit then?
Yeah, I'll be, my flight's in like 2 hours.
You're like, okay, you're not there.
But I'll be back in 2 weeks, so I'll enjoy. Bye. See you later.